What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Minerva Mountain Project. Today we're going to talk about water systems on the trail. The first thing we're going to talk about is water purification and naturalization, right? I want to reiterate that you do not use these together at the same time. You use your purification first and then your naturalization, okay? After purification, the water is going to taste like iodine and maybe even be a little discolored, okay? So you want to use the naturalization to remove that discoloration and the flavor. That takes a little bit too long for me, so I like to go ahead and just boil my water. I will boil my water on a alcohol stove that I made. I love this thing. Best thing I've ever put in my pack. I also use a 16-ounce Toaks Titanium cook pot. Love it to death. Get you one, very worth the money. As you can tell, I've done a little camping on the fire, a little cooking on the fire. But it has held up. It's done a great job. I love it so much. It only takes me about 10 minutes to get a rolling boil on this system here, and then my water is ready to cool down and drink. I still like to filter it in one way or another after it does cool down. So what I'll use if I'm carrying this on the trail is a life straw. The cool thing that I like about the life straw is that you do not need a container to be able to utilize it, right? So say, for example, you are out in the woods, you come across a creek, but you don't have your pack on you, right? Then you have your life straw, it's ready to go. You put the filter in down into the creek. I like to also put like a bandana over it to keep from clogging up the filter. But to each their own. You use your method the best way that it works for you. This is awesome to have, but it is not my favorite. My favorite is the Sawyer Squeeze or Sawyer Mini, okay? This comes with a squeeze bag that the filter attaches to. So naturally, you're going to fill this bag up with whatever dirty water you was able to find, and then you're going to squeeze it out like so. And the only thing I don't like about the bag is that most of the time it's going to have to use two hands, okay? So that means I'm going to have to hold this here, and then I'll have to squeeze the water out here to make sure that I don't lose any water, okay? How do I fix that problem? I like to have 3 liters of water on me at all times, 2 liters of water with a large mouth cap like so, and then 1 liter of water with a small mouth cap. And the reason for the small mouth cap is because this is going to be designated and identified as my dirty water bottle. I'm never going to drink out of this by itself. My only clean water that I have is going to be in the large cap bottles, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to fill the dirty water bottle up with a creek resource or a pond or wherever it is that you're finding your water, right? Then you're putting your Sawyer Squeeze on top. And now we are able to control everything a little bit better, right? So you can see I can take this, aim this, and squeeze this with one hand with no problem. And you probably get a little bit more pressure behind that water as well. Might even be a little bit faster on the trail. So, can you travel with your dirty water? I do, and this is why. You do not know the next time that you are going to have access to water, okay? So, what does it hurt to carry your dirty water with you while you're on the trail, okay? Whenever you drink down one of these clean water 1 liters, what you're going to do is just stop. Whenever you take a break, squeeze your dirty water through your Sawyer into your clean bottle, and then you're ready to go again. So that's about it. Other than that, what I like to do is identify pretty much everything when I'm on a hike. All right, I try to stay organized, and the way that I do that is by color coding my bags. The blue bag is going to be designated as my hygiene bag, and I consider the water to be hygiene. And so I'm going to have everything from my trowel, my dude wipes, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, all of that stuff in there, as well as the Sawyer Mini and this squeeze bag. Now, I always keep this squeeze bag with me It doesn't take up a lot of weight, doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's always a great backup to have just in case maybe this bottle gets over-contaminated or gets a hole in it or something like that. I have a backup to be able to filter my water. So that being said, that's about everything that I have for water filtration, purification, or water systems. We can dive deep into every single one of these, but if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and you have a blessed day on the trail. Hey, thanks for watching, and before you plan your next adventure, make sure to go to daltongateman.co/gear and equip yourself for greatness. First, you want to take a look at the featured gear section, which has my brand new Hiker's Trail book, which has everything from your pre-trip planning to survival tactics on the trail and prompted journaling for your daily hike. You also want to take a look at my gear lists. I've got backpacks, shelters, sleeping systems, clothing, tools, hygiene, all of the things that you are going to need to have a successful and memorable adventure. I'll see you on the trail. God bless.